originally I was not going to put this video up because of obvious audio issues, such as my voice is really faint and there's lots of background noise and all that. But basically this is when I received my Big Lebowski from Dutch Pinball the other day. After waiting nearly 14 months, I wanted to document the unboxing of this thing. And I guess I just decided it would be interesting to me if I didn't have mine yet. I'd want to see kind of how it's packaged and all that stuff and how it's done. I am setting it up by myself. There are obvious ways that you can do that better, such as having an extra set of hands to make sure you don't dump it or tip it or something like that. Please do this at your own risk, but in the meantime, enjoy. So here we are finally, 14 months of waiting. It's all good. I think the original estimate was 6 to 8 months, but I knew from the start that that was like way short. I think that was a mistake that they finally fixed on CoinTaker's website. So I'm very happy. I don't mind waiting that long. It looks like everything is okay. I don't see really any damage to speak of. Looks like it arrived in pretty good condition. This has got several indicators right here. This one was broken to basically monitor the shipment just to make sure if it was dropped or whatever. But we got another one right here. If it's red, and inspect the contents. Tipping has occurred. So, I mean, if that thing's any indication right there, it has not tipped. So I'm going to attempt to go ahead and just set this up by myself. So this may be a long video. There might be some good edits and stuff like that. So this is my second new in-box pinball machine ever. My first one was Ghostbusters a few years ago, and it was a Pro, and I remember as a show special it was $4,600. This was almost 3 times that. So, boy, how times have changed. So, anyway, let's get to it. I think this should just lift off of here, but I may actually. I don't think I have the clearance, so I'm probably just gonna go ahead and remove it. The reason I had it in my garage as well is because it could not fit through the door inside yet, and it would have been too much of a pain in the butt. Also, it looked like it was going to rain when this was being dropped off, and now it doesn't, so whatever. So, right when you open it up, important information, read me. Basically, this has the cards and the sling plastics, and an extra set of sling plastics. Which look good. I mean, that's pretty typical. Okay, launch the ball and enter the world of the dude. More than 200 quotes and clips from the movie. Brunswick bowling alley with 10 controlled pins, 3 flippers, and multi-level playfield. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, that was not important. Next thing we got that I just pulled out of there, power cable. And what is this? Oh, just leg bolts, some extra keychain plastics, pinballs, a Dutch pinball ratchet strap it looks like, or some kind of strap, and leg levelers. They do a really nice job of packaging this thing. I'm sure, like, if you're sending it overseas, you have to make sure that everything is completely solid. You can tell they accounted for everything in here. I'm just gonna probably tear this apart right here. There's the rug. I saw a guy posted recently that it really smelled like pee, so we'll see if that rumor is true or if that was just an anomaly. It smells bad. It smells like fish. Oh, I mean, there was a faint smell of fish to begin with, and now I think it's gone. Yeah, I think it was just outgassing or something like that, but we have the rug. We've got the legs. Legs are looking really good, really reflective. Nice reflective chrome legs. Oh my god. Sucks. Recycling just came like yesterday. So now I'm gonna have to figure out where to put this for the next week in my already crowded garage. Ah! I'm 100% sure when my son sees this, he's going to want to build a fort out of it immediately. And I don't know if I'm done with that. Okay, so here we go. Keep the strap on here. Anybody that's unboxing a pinball for the first time, you do not want to take that strap off, because what happens if I am stupid and I cut this strap, back box is going to fall right down and hit the ground, and then I'm going to have a damaged game. So let me go ahead and inspect it real quick. That's what I probably should have done a second ago. Overall, it looks like it's in perfect shape. So I don't see anything here that would indicate there's been any damage in shipment. Oh, nice. You know, one thing I forgot about until I was looking up an unboxing video the other day was that it actually comes standard with chrome hardware, which is freaking amazing. I do actually have the lit apron mod as well. I about had a stroke when I saw what I was paying for it, because basically at first, that was before they had it up on their website, and I was like, hey, can you put one of those on my machine? And she was like, yeah, of course. And I was like, how much was it? And I never heard back. And then a couple months later it was like $600. I'm like, oh my god, but I guess how much I'm paying for this, it is what it is. So anyway, first thing I would do in this case, we want to get the legs out. These nice, like legit chrome legs. I've always kind of waffled on chrome hardware for some things. And the fact of the matter is, it's like tripled in the last year to get things chromed, like legs. So unless it comes standard, I'm not getting chrome. So I've got my feet, 2 front feet, of course. Anybody that is new to this, 2 front feet are going to be all the way in. Usually I don't really mess with the bolts too much, but I guess it is what it is. They're there, so I'm going to do it. I'm going to be really careful with these legs, because the nicest legs for a pinball machine I've ever owned, by far. Two hours later. There we go, all the way in. Go get my socket set. All right, where am I going? Okay. I'm sure most of you know this already, but 5/8 socket is what you're going to use for leg bolts. The great thing about this is if you're restoring a game as well, it's got the metal protectors on the side. That's the way to go. The plastic ones are absolutely worthless. They'll screw up your new game. Try to do the best I'm not screwing up my new game myself. Okay, there's one. Oop. Yeah. Only thing that sucks is I do not have a foolproof way of getting these things on fast, so you're just gonna have to bear with me. Whoa. I almost stabbed myself right in the face with the other leg. If I were you, I would kind of halfway be watching this video to basically see a major screw up, like if I smash my glasses off my face or drop the Lebowski on the ground. Or maybe you're a nice person. Who's to say it's not going to happen? Stay tuned. I think it's like recessed just a little bit. I'm gonna do my best not to screw this up. So what I did, I just used a little stool like this. I got the front two legs on. Oh my god, this thing is fairly heavy. Stool out of the way for a moment. Step one. Oh, I see the rails in the back were recessed into the cardboard. Duh, I should have known that. Alright, next step. Crossing my fingers. Lift with the knees. Oh my god. Oh. Folks, this does not feel like a stern as far as how heavy it is. Holy crap. This thing is heavy. This thing feels like a Tales of the Arabian Nights or Star Trek Next Generation, Valley Williams. Oh my god. A stern much, much, much lighter. Whew, my God. Next thing I'm going to do, now that I've just about killed myself, so I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to adjust the camera first. I'm going to go ahead and put the legs up high on this one. Just about even to here. I'll adjust it later, the pitch and so on. So now that I have the back raised up on here too, this allows me to go ahead and put the last two legs on, the back legs. Whew. All right, almost there. And then I need a friend to come over and help me move this thing inside the house today. All right, once again, nice and even for the moment. All right. Okay. I am sweating like crazy. It is hot out and humid. Just more junk that I don't know what to do with. I'm going to lift the back up, take the stool out. Try not to crush my fingers. So at this point that I can go ahead and cut the straps for the back box, obviously, for obvious reasons here. Whoa, that was tight. Got little guards here. Check those. Thank goodness. Okay. Whew. Again, everything looks pretty good. I do not believe they dropped it. Knocking on something, wood, my house. Thankfully everything looks good on this thing. I can definitely see this little button right here. They have some cool mods. that look basically like a half of a bowling ball that I'm going to replace that with. We've got the amazing chrome. I'm going to take the side rails plastic off when I get it back in the house, just so I don't scrape it on something. So let's take a look around real quick. I'm really excited to see what this bowling alley looks like in person. We've got the White Russian, we've got the upper playfield, etc., etc., etc. I think just so many clever things, like this little bowling ball return. What a really, really cool looking machine. Very much like Bally Williams here, for the most part. I'm not sure about the wood, but whatever. It feels like real wood. It's very heavy, so I'm sure it is. It looks like real wood. So there we are. 693. Is that how many there have been made at this point? I do not know. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and move a couple things around here, and we'll take a look. Here's what it looks like with the hood open. This is the only way I could get that piece of foam out. I was just being lazy earlier. Here's what the little lane looks like in there. It's pretty cool. Now, I'm not 100% sure. The only thing is I'm not sure this is anti-reflective glass here. I think it's just regular standard glass. I'm not 100% sure, but I do have an extra piece of Voodoo glass, or one of the two, HD glass or PDI glass. I'm not sure which one it is, but I have one. I think it's PDI. So this looks really familiar. This looks exactly like what JJP uses for their trough optos. I know because they were a complete disaster, and I had to replace them more than once. So anyway, pretty cool. All right, from what I can tell, everything seems to be in order. I put a pinball down in the bowling alley, and I put 5 in the machine, as it's supposed to be. This has the power switch, or I guess Stearns have them now. Hopefully something didn't just short out. This is a do or die moment here. It's either going to work or not work. Thankfully, it seems to be working. I was worried there for a second. I was like, oh shit. The lights blinked at first. I'm like, oh no. Loading. Here we go. Looks like a successful shipment from the Netherlands. This big thing has somehow arrived in one piece. So, pretty cool.